Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to First Strike, episode 32, brought to you by the extra stop shop stop. Myself and Shane Waller here today.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
I've been waiting to say that again.
Nice.
I've been waiting.
Wait, where are we?
We're at the extra shop, stop and swap. Stop and swap.
Oh, man.
That's a story we'll tell in a few minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're back with First Strike today. We have, we got a good episode, I think. Another kind of winging it one. We have some topics planned out. Welcome, Fat James, to the stream. Natalie, welcome here. Bueno S. Alodia, welcome to the stream. Quasi Dog, how you doing, man? It's good to see you here.
What's up, guy?
Just saying, if I were to receive an Extra Life shirt in the mail, I would wear it.
Well, that's cool.
He's got like 2,000 subscribers.
Well, I'm just saying, we did a podcast topic on Extra Life logos.
It's true, we did.
And I haven't received any submissions yet.
Well, you did get the one.
No.
You got the one.
Really? Where?
Well, I sent you a nude. I don't know if you got that, but that was my submission.
That one I got.
That was my submission.
I've put that out of my brain just...
Oh. So you're not even...
It's so far gone.
Oh. I thought you were considered it. I was under the impression that you were gonna think about that.
Yeah, that was about as creative as the Call of Duty developers.
Hey, that's a good burn. Yeah, we did do a podcast topic where we asked people to submit ideas and stuff, and
we're slowly working on it. I happen to be right next door to a graphic designer.
Yes, the business.
But the problem is, if I get him to do it, he wants to charge me a little bit.
How much? Yeah, but is it like serious or is it just like...
No, it's not bad. It depends what we want. I don't even know what we want. But we are going to get that stuff done, and I'm hoping to submit a design and get t-shirts ordered by the end of the week.
So t-shirts are coming.
They are coming.
By the end of the week. Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to throw together an idea, you still got time.
Yeah, if anybody has an idea or can submit something, that would be kind of cool. Hit us up. It would be wicked. I would like to order this stuff this week. Your input is what? Appreciated?
Very appreciated. James and Elodia are apparently both working on something.
Oh, that's cool.
As they are saying in the chat right now. So that's interesting. We'll look out for that.
Because if I do it myself, you're going to see the most lopsided mushroom ever.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just not going to be good.
Well, I want you to look at that First Strike logo you see behind Shane up there. That's done by Shane's brother. And that's his skill.
Yep.
All that shit next to it, that's about Shane's skill. Stick letters, little tally marks.
Oh, I didn't even know we had that going on.
I didn't know that either until I just saw it on the wall.
Huh, okay.
I think Kai was doing that for Dark Souls.
I guess so.
So yeah, if you have any...
He died a few times.
He did, well, at least like a couple. Once or twice.
I would have never died that many times.
No, you wouldn't have. You're Shane Wall, right? So, yeah, if you have any designs you'd like to submit, please do so over the Twitter, the Facebook page. Both work. The Instagay. All of these are solid options. How do we want to open up here?
Why are we doing this on a Monday?
Why are we doing this? It's a very good question. Tomorrow, I have a surgery consultation at around 5 o'clock, and I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know when I'm getting back, and I don't know how dilated my eyes are going to be afterwards. So... we decided to move the podcast to Monday tonight, just so we don't miss it this week. Thursday, I think I'm working until 9. So today was just a much better and more convenient time to do it. I don't think anybody really minds. There's been no complaints so far.
Not yet. I don't
Not
think
yet.
anybody noticed.
No, I don't. Did you even tell Darlene we were doing this?
I did.
Okay,
I made sure to let her know.
Okay, good. That was good.
I'm surprised she's not in the chat yet. She's been poking her head in every now and then.
She has been. I'm sure we'll see her at some point.
Probably.
We just went live. Give her 5 minutes.
It's weird. Like, every time she shows up, I feel like I'm 12 years old and my mom's watching.
Is it that feeling?
That's the feeling. That's exactly the feeling.
I'm not a fan of that feeling.
It's weird.
Whenever my brother watches anything I do, I feel that way.
Yeah?
Yeah. If my mom comes by, it's like, hey, mom. But my brother, he's the weird one for me. So yeah, we got a cool episode planned out. We have some fun topics. We had an Atari topic we were going to do last week, which we moved to this week because of how long the episode turned out to be. And it's gonna be fun. To open things up here, I'd like to ask the chat what games you are currently playing through. And while you submit your answers, Shane, what are you currently playing through?
We're still Snailing our way through that Persona.
Slowly but surely.
78 hours in so far.
Now, what are we rating that game out of 10?
Like a, I don't know, 9.5, 9.8. I don't know. It's real good. Real good.
Wow. Have you ever rated a game a 10? I don't like to do it personally.
I really hate to do it. I will do it every now and then.
So what's a 10?
The Last of Us is a 10.
That's a 10?
That is a 10.
I've heard that before. From many people.
If there is a 10, that's a 10.
I gotta play through that one.
I don't know if anything else can be a 10.
Nidhogg. Nidhogg's a 10.
Oh, it's not. I win too much.
It's a 10. It's a 10. Get Crow Gaming. Dustin, welcome to the stream. How you doing, man?
What's up?
Sup, guys? Conkers and DS.
Diablo.
Oh, Diablo. Gotcha.
Still playing through that Conkers, eh?
I still need to play through that one. Like, it looks...
It's funny.
Have you played through the whole thing?
Not the whole... a good percentage of it.
Okay. I've heard it's funny.
It really
And
is.
it's by Rare, so I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, it's rare, but they were given every right to make this not safe for work 18 plus, and they went with it, and it's hilarious.
I love how that's a thing. This, like, company who solely makes, like, child games makes this card. Same style.
Yeah, same thing.
But just crude humor, and that's awesome.
Yeah, it's wicked.
I started playing through Pac-Man World 2 on the GameCube for my stream. I did a stream choice video, and that's what people voted for some reason.
Oh, what were the other options?
It was weird. I put Fable: The Lost Chapters on it, Pac-Man World 2, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and Paper Mario. People voted for Pac-Man World 2.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's like a weird game that is liked by my channel. I like that game quite a bit. That was the very first game I ever owned on my GameCube.
That's a damn shame.
Well, that and Sonic Mega Collection. I got them at the same time.
It's a weird two-choice.
Well, you know, like the split disc combo you get, like Pac-Man Versus and Pac-Man World 2? Yep. I got that, but Pac-Man Versus wasn't in it, and Sonic Mega Collection was.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, no, I thought...
That's a better trade.
Looking at it now, I'm very glad that's what I got. I was very confused when I first got it. So yeah, I put a lot of time into that when I first got my GameCube, and I think because it was my first GameCube game is why I'm such a fan of it. I think it's one of the better B-rated platformers out there. Anyway, so that's been good. We just started playing it. I don't know. Anyway, Shane.
What's up?
Would you like to tell me about the news?
The news?
The news.
News. Well, on Friday, if you had been watching Brandon's YouTube channel, we took a little road trip out to the big city.
Did.
To pick up that Mario Kart.
We did.
And we've played that thing for a solid half hour.
It's a good half hour, though. Actually, it was a very frustrating half hour for me. I hate that game.
I'm just telling you, I'm naturally gifted.
I'm not
at video games.
And I'm not. I get it.
But I am.
Yeah, but I'm not. And that's my problem.
I played one track in time trial, and Brandon tried to beat it for a half hour. Couldn't do it. I played it again. I beat my own time.
Nobody drifts as perfectly as you do.
Man, it's just not that hard.
It is. You time it right every time. You miss every obstacle.
Video game, right? You just play it how you're supposed to play it.
Yeah,
You don't run into the mud. That's not the plan.
I blame my eyesight. That's what I blame for every problem in my life.
You really should.
Mute your damn phone.
It is muted. Done.
Yeah, that was not a...
Samsung mute.
That's not how this...
That's exactly how
Xbox off. Turn that shit off.
It is off.
So
yeah, we went. Okay, fine. Do your thing.
I was just saying, Elodie started playing through Spyro Into the Dragonfly. Do you like that game? I heard only bad things from that one. That is not muted.
It is now.
Okay, good. How is Enter the Dragonfly? I've heard only bad things of the PS2 Spyros. Sorry, continue.
His beard, though.
1 week longer.
That is insane.
Actually, it's 6 days longer.
I'm still holding it down here, if you can believe it.
Wow. We need to straighten this thing yet before you shave it. Like
We're getting close to shaving it. I'm done with this thing.
Okay, but straighten it first.
I'm really almost done with this thing.
You've got to straighten it first. Promise me.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You want to.
I don't know if I'm going to do it.
You want to.
Anything Atlas. There we go. That's my type of game.
Anything Atlas. Had to be.
They're really good. But yeah, we picked up Mario Kart 8 on Friday, played it a little bit. It looks really pretty. I was very impressed with it.
Yeah, the game looks great. I like it. I'll when I ever get a copy of it for myself, I'll probably put more time into actually trying to care about it more. Because again, I think it's a big thing about games. If you try to like them, you'll like them, right? At least more than you would if you just writ them off as stupid to begin with.
Yeah.
That's a big part that people don't seem to understand, I think.
See, at least with the open Mario Kart, we still have that Has-Been Heroes sealed.
I just don't care about that.
I don't...
Like,
I had to buy something.
I know you did, but you looked at it in the EB Games and you're like, this looks kind of nifty, I'll get this one. And I looked at that and I was like, I just don't care.
Well, what else? What else would you have got? Just Dance 3?
Yeah, it's 2017. Just Dance 2017 is what it is.
No.
Is it Just Dance 3? Is that what it's called?
I have no idea. Just Dance, whatever.
It's just Dance 2017.
Just Switch Dance.
There was there's that Snake Pass game. I don't know if that has a physical copy or not though.
I haven't heard of it being so.
You should look up that one. It's interesting.
You said you have to slither back and forth.
Yeah, but you have to see it before you can understand it.
Yeah,
it's actually a kind of a cool game.
I don't know.
You got your Binding of Isaac. That's gonna be a thing.
I own that already on PS4 and Vita.
And Shovel Knight.
That's only digital, is it not?
I don't know. If there is a physical copy, though, I want it.
I don't think there is.
I haven't seen one. There's very few physical copies for the Switch out right now. Like, there's literally, like, 5 games.
I don't know why Has-Been Heroes got a physical.
Neither do I. There's, like...
That's very strange to me.
There's, like, 5 games that do.
Yeah.
It's all the big ones. Like, main Nintendo IPs and Just Dance. It's weird.
And Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Who cares? Man, they marketed that like it was this big game coming out. Yeah, Tetris.
Tetris. Woo!
Revolution.
But this Mario Kart's been the best-selling Mario Kart ever.
Apparently.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. If you want to watch us picking it up, by the way, you can watch a vlog on my channel of it, linked in the description. Boom. Yeah, I still can't believe that. What was
Stop plugging your own damn channel into this.
I'm sorry. I'm the one. I'm the one who.
What?
I'm the star of the show.
Oh, are you?
I'm the star of the show.
Okay, quick vote in the chat. Who's the star of this show?
Okay, all 3 of you. You want to tell us who the... Actually, there's 7 people here. Anyway, what were we talking about? The news.
Apparently, I'm staring at you in a lovingly way.
Aren't you always?
Yeah, usually. Well, I'm reading the chat, which
Shane
is
looks
like it's over there, and the camera's here, and I have to look here. So, yeah, you can take that as I'm staring at Brandon.
I think he is looking at me.
We can make it real awkward.
I think that's what it's... This is thumbnail material.
Yeah, I'd say. Anyways, Mario Kart 8's the best-selling Mario Kart so far for the first week of sales, which is wild. I wouldn't have expected that. It's a port. It's a Mario Kart port.
Yeah!
And it's outselling everything.
It's because the Switch is doing so well, though. That's why.
That's the only reason. Like,
yeah.
The Switch is very close to outselling the Wii U, which is crazy.
Not crazy.
That is.
I mean, yeah.
Outselling the Wii U, that's a big thing.
Based on the life cycle, like how long they've both been out.
That's the crazy thing.
Yeah. But just as a whole, to say, yeah, we outsold the Wii U. Like
it's been out for like 2 months, man.
Yeah, I know. That is crazy. That's
the wild thing. And the Nintendo, for the first time in their life, they've realized that there is a demand for this thing. So they were airmailing stuff as opposed to shipping them by sea.
Oh.
And stuff like that to get these Switches out there, which is kind of cool.
Good for them.
It shows they actually care a little bit.
Finally. I think they haven't cared in a while.
I feel like Nintendo, man, they are a one-way conversation. They'll ask a question, and then before you can tell them the answer, they just keep on talking about it.
Yeah, no, that's...
They're like, so does anybody have interest in this Nintendo Classic? We might discontinue it.
Let me tell you about the
Nintendo. Then the whole entire stadium, yes, we want more. Yeah, I don't know if they really care about it. I think the customers don't really...
Yeah, they don't really see the market appeal.
They don't need that Switch, or they don't need that Nintendo Classic, really.
Or we're discontinuing it.
I don't know, let's get one more time. Anybody want this thing?
Yes!
The whole crowd, yeah! And then they're like, no, I guess not.
Okay, it is right out of frame, but you have a cup of water sitting on a cushion, and it is going to fall.
No.
It's going to fall.
Just because you said that, I'm going to leave it there the whole podcast.
No, that...
Just because you said it.
It's out of frame, no one can see it, but man, that's bothering me. Don't do that. I paid for this couch. I don't want your water to stain it permanently.
There's so much dust in this thing, it's going to help.
It's probably, actually. We tried to dust it out. Yeah, more news.
More news.
Hit me up.
We got literally like 6 hours after we finished the podcast last week. Nintendo drops this Nintendo 2DS XL.
Right.
Which, finally, that's what I want. I don't care for the 3D part of the 3DS
Nope.
at all.
And I like the flipping part.
And I love the flipping part and the big screen and the little nub thing and all of that. That's perfect. Nobody ever needs to buy a 3DS anymore.
Nope. So stop making them now.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We've had 18 different versions of this DS already.
Yep.
Maybe let's come up with something different.
We got the Nintendo DS. We got the DS XL. We got the DSi. We got the DSi XL. We got the DS Lite. The DS Lite XL. The 3DS.
I don't know if we had a Lite XL.
Oh, who cares? We have the 3DS.
I'm just saying, if we had a Lite XL, I would pre-order one.
The new 3DS. The new 3DS XL.
Yeah.
The new 2DS. The 2DS.
Yeah.
The 2DS XL.
Just
Sonic
drop
and Knuckles.
this DS
Virtual Advance. Super
bonus round experience.
Bonus round experience. Virtual stop and swap shop stop.
Yeah, I'm done with this DS thing, man.
Yeah.
If they would just make a DS with a half decent screen resolution, that's all I would care about.
Here's here's what I think, right? They made the Switch now. You don't need the DS anymore.
You don't.
You just don't.
But it's important to Nintendo, otherwise they would have had a 3DS cartridge slot that you could slot it in.
I know, but the DS is just a weaker Switch now. That's all it is. So there's no reason to keep it around. You could just take all those games, put it on a new console, and people would flip their shit for that.
But here's if you're a game developer,
yeah, I get it.
Are you going to develop right now for the Switch or for the 3DS?
The 3DS.
Exactly. There's 14 billion 3DSs out there, and there's like 2 million Switches out there.
Yeah, I get it.
What would you do?
I get
the
it.
Install base is so high. That's why you have to keep it.
It just makes me mad they didn't do the Switch when the Wii U came out. The Wii U should have been the Switch.
We should have never got the Wii. The Wii U should have been the first thing. That would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
At the time?
If you skipped the Wii and just did the Wii U right away?
Yeah.
Be interesting.
I would have been down for that.
I would have been more down than the Wii.
That Wii, man.
At the time.
Just I love that thing.
I know you do.
So many awesome things.
Oh, I know. You're a big fan of that Wii.
Whatever. We got that new Call of Duty announced. Shocker! It's set in the past in the World Wars.
What?
Like, what?
What? You think it'd be World War III? It's a preemptive Call of Duty game. Revolutionary.
I'm pretty sure Activision was watching this podcast because we said when Battlefield 1 got announced, we said now we know what the next Call of Duty is going to be. And that's exactly what happened. We're getting an old school Call of Duty.
Yeah.
For the first time since World at War.
Oh.
Which was a long ass time ago.
Yeah. That was a real long ass time ago.
Does it matter? Are you going to buy it?
Nope.
Nope. Am I going to buy it?
Nope.
Nope.
Don't even care a little bit.
Nope.
Because it's going to retail for like $70.
And then the DLC season pass for another $18,000.
Mm-hmm. Real worth it though.
Oh, yeah. Call of Duty.
It's going to come with 4 maps to start.
Yeah.
Right? And you're going to get add-ons later.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. We did listen to some sweet tapes on the way to the city, and they were very good. The collection's building. We'll talk about that later.
Who's asking about tapes?
Get Crow.
Nice.
We'll talk more. We're building the collection.
Yeah.
It's getting impressive. Sort of.
Yeah. Well, we had a guy in here that brought me tapes, and I traded him some old games for tapes.
Yeah.
Felt straight out of the 80s. Late 80s. That just, it was so weird. It was a crazy thing that happened.
New 3DS XL 2.0 Pro with upgradable thumbstick and programmable triggers on the back.
There we go.
There we go. Hey, there's Darlene.
Hey!
I was busy putting Shane's kids to bed and watching us so you don't miss out on feeling like a 12-year-old. She watched from the start.
I don't know if she would. Probably not.
Well, that's the only way she would have heard that part.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so she must be watching from the start.
Oh, man.
Hi, Darlene.
What's up?
You feel nervous yet?
Yeah, now it feels weird.
Feel nervous yet?
Stop poking me.
Feel nervous yet? You nervous?
I'm going to punch you in the face.
You nervous? All right, now I'm nervous.
You better be.
Okay. More news?
More news. That's all I had for news.
That's all you got?
There just wasn't much out there, man. Like, there's just not much happening. We got E3 soon. Everybody's saving their info for E3.
Kind of. It's June or July?
I don't know, one of those months.
It's too far away. I just want E3 now. I want to know. I want to know.
It'll be happening soon.
I just want to know about the Switch. I want to know about the Virtual Console. I want to know about...
I guarantee you they're going to announce about 4 games for the Switch.
They said they're having a big E3.
All right, so 5 games.
So I'm just wondering what they're going to say something about the
I'm
VC.
excited we're going to get an E3 without Zelda there.
Yeah, that'll be different.
But it's still going to be there because you're going to have the DLC and all that crap.
It will be there.
Okay, never mind then.
But the VC, that's what I want to hear about. I want to hear about that.
That needs to be a thing right now.
Like, I just need to know. Say something.
Where is the VC at?
Where's the VC? Bring the VC. And I'm just waiting for when they do announce it. It's going to be like, coming in September.
It better not be.
That's what they're going to do.
The amount of money they would make right now, because there are no games for this thing. We got game, and that's it.
Puyo Puyo Tetris.
No.
It's big.
I don't care for Tetris or Bomberman or whatever. Like, just give me some proper titles here, or at least have a virtual console so I can buy Mario Brothers 3 for the 14th time and feel good about it.
You will feel good about it, though, because it's portable now on your Switch. Right? I like the intro, but I like to skip the video game talk. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll move on to shop trades and stories. One of which being we went to the Winnipeg, we picked up the Mario Kart, we played the Mario Kart for about 30 minutes, and now I think you're already done with it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll touch it again, to be honest.
Yeah, and we took Shane's just beautiful new truck out there. His beautiful truck. And now, in black.
That truck is not gold anymore.
No. Over the weekend, Shane spray painted the damn thing. Yeah, he spray painted his truck, and it looks way better than you think it would. That's not how you paint a vehicle, but you did a good job.
It turned out really nice.
Better than I would have imagined.
It took us a long time.
Yeah, it was like you were there the whole day, huh?
Yeah, we started at 2, and I think I got home at around, I don't know, 10:30, 11.
Wow, yeah, that's the whole day. It looks good. It's a matte black now, which is one step closer to where we want it to be.
Yeah, now I have to wait a week, maybe 2 weeks to put the Extra Life decal on there and any other decals, because we're not sure if we're going to do a second coat of paint.
Yeah, I was wondering about
or
that.
if we're going to clear coat it yet or something.
Clear coating would probably be a good idea. Have you figured out how you're going to get the logo? Who's doing the logo thing?
No.
No? Okay.
No, we'll get there at some point.
Cross that bridge when it comes.
Yeah, that's a problem for future Shane.
Okay. You have a guy for everything, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, I got a few guys that do the decal thing.
You just have a guy for every...
I do.
For everything you'd ever need in life. All right, I don't poke you. You don't touch my hair.
Well, you did poke me, so I touch your hair.
Okay, well, now we're done.
Now we're done.
Now we're done.
I agree.
Now we're done.
Well, look, that water hasn't fallen yet.
Oh, that makes me nervous. I'm gonna move it. I don't like it.
I need it here.
I don't like it being there.
I'm thirsty.
You have the floor right there, the even floor where it's not gonna fall. Ah, that makes me so nervous. What makes... Stop it!
Is that worse?
Nah, that's worse. It's tilted now.
Can I get it in frame?
Nobody can see it, and that's what bothers me. I just look insane. Well, now it's leaning on you, so I'm okay with it.
It's not.
Well, it'll land on you and not the couch. Whatever. Just makes me nervous. Other shop trade. You sold a Super Nintendo in the box. Shane! That's the worst one yet. You know that's gonna fall!
No way, man.
You know that's... You need to understand that is not okay.
Oh.
Pick it up, Shane.
No, we're good.
Oh, I hate you.
Now we're good.
I really hate you. Ugh.
Oh.
Stop it! Pick it up!
It's good.
Yeah, okay. Shane sold the Super Nintendo in the...
It's a little bit.
Son of a bitch.
It's because I moved, though.
It's both a lot.
Just don't...
Good job.
Whatever. Okay, moving on.
Super Nintendo in the box. You sold the Super
I sold that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had our best sales day ever on Friday.
Yeah, which was weird. Really unexpected.
Like, we got back 10 minutes after 11, and by 12 o'clock, I think we had like $400 in sales or something. It was pretty crazy.
Darlene just left a very nice comment. I can't believe you're doing this with your water when you bug me about the coffee on the couch arm.
That's coffee. That's very different. She'll do that same thing, but with a full cup of coffee.
She doesn't seem like the type to do that. I feel like you would do that to her and she'd get mad at you. That seems more likely than her doing it to
What are
you.
you talking about? I'm the nicest guy in the world.
Suck my ass. No, you are not. Just bite a bag of hammers, man. No way. Say, you had a great sales day on Friday, which is cool.
Yeah, best sales day. That was wicked.
I don't really know what else you've sold. Do you still have a Wii in the shop?
No.
No, you sold the Wii that you had
Yeah,
in the
we
shop.
did.
Which means you can't play Super Paper Mario if it comes in the shop, which is exactly why I'm expecting Super Paper Mario to end up in the shop.
I'm very happy it's not here.
If you don't know about our little bet, once we have a Wii and that game in the shop at the same time, Shane has to play it. But we've just never had that happen yet.
And Shane has made a pledge to never play the Wii ever again.
Yes. So
yeah. All right. What do we got? Other store. We got a bunch of science fiction DVDs.
I don't care.
I really don't either.
I don't care. Let's talk about our cassette collection.
It's growing.
It's growing. We've got some Motley Crue now. We got some Poison. We got some Guns N' Roses in there.
Metallica.
Some Metallica albums now. It's growing real. What we really need, what the big ticket. Well, we got two big winners here, right? Slippery When Wet by Bon Jovi.
That has to be.
We just need that one.
We need that.
We need. If anybody
check out your local thrift shop, and if you've got the Bon Jovi Slippery When Wet tape,
send it to us,
please.
We will ship you a shirt.
I will make it worth it for you.
You will.
Just please. I'm just saying. Just if that tape shows up in my mailbox, man, would I listen to that tape?
He would. He really would. And that's the one we want for like obvious reasons. We also need 500 Miles.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We need that on cassette, and then we need to get it jammed in the cassette player.
So that's the only song that we'll play.
This is the only thing we could listen to. That is also...
I think just for fun, maybe for your birthday. Yeah, I got an idea for your birthday.
Oh, no. My birthday's also in 2 weeks. That's exciting.
Yeah, I got your birthday gifts.
If it's... Stop that.
You just want to rattle the entire table.
Well, I was rattling this one. That one's okay.
Okay.
I'm very curious to what your...
Couch is all wet now, man.
Well, yeah! I was explicitly telling you not to do that.
Well, but then by grabbing it, then it spilled. If we would have left it, it would have been fine.
Yeah, but you decided to be a little dickhead about it. Kim, welcome to the stream. The Wii is life, apparently. It's really not. Anything else happened this week? Kai's been streaming Dark Souls. The guy just can't stick to a game. He has to keep starting.
Oh, he hops around all the time.
He likes to pick different ones and then not finish the ones he was doing.
We played some games in the shop today.
We did. Me and Shane played Nidhogg. It's a fun little indie game where you hit each other with swords. It's like a fencing mini game. It was awesome. It was a good time. Shane played with a keyboard and his knuckles are hurting.
Yeah, I don't like playing with the keyboard.
Also played a little bit of Samurai Gun. Still haven't played that one, but Shane and somebody, Nate, were playing it.
Yeah, we played it a little bit. It was good.
Yeah, Nate brought his PC down here, which I might be buying off of him. I hope. Probably. More on that later. Not that anyone cares. I have an Atlas Jackson, an Alan Jackson cassette tape here for you. You want an Alan Jackson cassette?
Is that... I don't know what language.
Alan Jackson? Don't know who Alan Jackson is?
No.
Not a big fan of the Jalen accent?
I don't feel like I know Jalen accent at all.
Okay. Interesting. I'm surprised you have a cassette, darling. And yeah, I really don't know what else has happened this week. Off the top of my head. No. I used to write these things down. That was a good time in my life.
We need some more effort out of you.
We do. We do.
Yeah.
I don't know where my binder went. I miss my binder.
I've been using it all day.
Have you been?
That's where this came from.
Oh, you've been stealing my paper?
Yeah.
It's going to cost you $20 per page.
Oh.
Very expensive.
Whose computer are we using? All right, whose webcam are we using?
Your.
All right, whose TV are we using to stream stuff?
I mean,
whose shop space are we using?
There you go. That one works. Yeah, I got no more shop trades. We'll move on.
Okay.
We'll move on to our topics, which is probably the bulk of the podcast. So, let's open up with Atari.
Okay, I like that.
Let's open up with Atari.
So, in a hypothetical situation.
Hypothetically. Theoretically.
Atari is a thing.
Atari is still a thing in 2017.
They're relevant right now in today's video game world. So, they have a console.
Yep.
They are making quality games.
Mm-hmm. They're competing with PS4 and Xbox.
So I feel like yeah, we're gonna in a world where Atari is still around. What does that look like? So if Atari is still relevant,
Yeah.
we have no Xbox.
No Xbox, huh?
I don't think we have an Xbox.
How do you come to that conclusion?
Because there's no way Microsoft would try out this thing if we had like Sony doing their thing, Nintendo, Atari, and Sega kind of doing whatever it wants to do.
Right.
I don't think they join in if Atari is still successful.
So in America, because they're American, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But why would Sony be a thing?
Because they were very successful in the PS1 and PS2, and that's just going to continue.
No, but that was after the Jaguar already, right? And the Jaguar was...
No, PS1 was around with the Jaguar at the same time.
But the Jaguar was like the downfall of Atari.
Jaguar was... Everything Atari did after the 2600 was trash.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Everything.
Sure, fine. So they came back...
5200, the 7800.
So what we're saying is they still made the Jaguar, but they came back after that.
CD add-on.
What was it?
It was just all trash.
What was that thing, just 4 16-bit processors
it was literally
taped together?
They said it was a 64-bit system, and it was literally 4 16-bit units put together, and they called it a 64-bit, and it's not. It just really isn't.
It's a good try, though.
And that controller, man, is that a bad...
I really don't know what they were thinking with that.
Bad controller.
More buttons, more fun.
Just a million different buttons. That thing is just complete trash.
Like, how do you...
So...
Yeah.
I mean... Yeah, Atari... I think the only way they could still possibly be relevant is if they would have said yes to Nintendo.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
That's the only way that happens. And if that happens, then we don't have Nintendo consoles here. We have Atari consoles.
It would be Atari.
So that would be the way. And then, we might get Microsoft eventually coming in if we just have Atari and PlayStation. So for everybody that doesn't know, we've talked about it many times. When Nintendo was interested in coming to the West and releasing their products here, they gave Atari the full distribution rights to Nintendo, and they turned them down. They said video games were done; they're never going to be a thing anymore. And that backfired just a tad, just a teensy.
I don't think it could have backfired any more than it did.
Just a little bit.
They must have just hated themselves after that.
Yeah, that's one of your. If you were in that meeting and the head guy said, "You know what, this is a bad call," and the rest of the meeting guys were like, "You know what, we need to do this," and he's like, "No, I run the place here. It's not going to work."
Yeah,
that guy. I would love to know who that guy was.
James is apparently saying that Sony had no intention to work with video games until the SNES needed new sound chips.
That's correct.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that is why the Super Nintendo sound chip is superior to the Sega Genesis.
Because Sony developed
sound chip, and because they had such a close relationship, Nintendo and Sony, they were going to work together on another project.
The Sony PlayStation.
The Nintendo PlayStation.
The Nintendo PlayStation.
Yeah. And then, Nintendo was like, you know what? We like this Philips company. They're not charging us quite as much. So we're going to go with them.
But that would have been so cool.
Yeah.
Man, can you imagine if that was a thing?
That would have been real cool.
Get rid of the N64.
So the only way Atari's a thing now is because they said yes to Nintendo. So now we don't have a Super Nintendo, we don't have a 64, we don't have a GameCube. None of that.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, we've just got Atari. The Jaguar is a big deal. We got Mario 16 on the Jaguar.
No, hold on. The Jaguar still fails, though.
Does it? With Nintendo stuff on there?
Well, if they're making the console and you get what Mario 64 was on the Atari Jaguar...
I said Mario 16, not 64.
Okay, but you get that game on the Jaguar, sure. Right? And its capability on the Jaguar.
Nintendo would make it work.
Would they?
Yep.
I hope they would. I have to wonder, would that actually just be another downfall to gaming again? Because they said yes to Nintendo? Think about that.
It could. But this is in a world where Atari is still around.
Yeah. Okay. So it had to work.
Kind of the last, Atari's last stab at trying to be relevant is they paid shit tons of money to get the Enter the Matrix game made, which was a video game set in between Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions. Mostly Matrix Reloaded. And they paid so much money. They had the same actors doing videos, and it was a big deal. They sunk so much money into it, and it did not do well.
Just flopped.
Atari does not know where to put all their chips.
Apparently not.
They're always choosing wrong.
What was that game for?
GameCube, PS2, Xbox,
Oh, so they're the ones
and
who...
PC.
Oh. Have I played that one? I'm pretty sure I played that one.
It's not a bad game.
Yeah,
If
Atari
you're a
developed
fan-
that?
They were involved with that, yep.
Wow.
If you're a fan of The Matrix, even a little bit, that's a must-play, 100%.
Interesting. I didn't know Atari was behind that. So they did try something after the Jaguar. That's interesting. They tried to pull a
they
Sega.
developed a few games.
They pulled a Sega and started making games instead of consoles.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But if they're still relevant, then I guarantee you their system is much closer to what the PS4 and the Xbox One is than Nintendo's weird Switch little thing.
Yeah, it'd be very similar to the Xbox One. In fact, I'm pretty sure they'd be like the copycat. They'd be like, okay, what are they doing? All right,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be Nintendo and be all right. What they're doing? Let's do everything that's not that.
Yeah.
And be different. That's their.
It's really not. It would be really hard to mess up a video game system if you try to emulate what Sony and Microsoft are doing.
Yeah.
Like, how could you fail?
If you copied what they were doing,
Yeah.
then yeah, you would make maybe not the best. It's maybe not going to beat them, but it's going to be.
You would have to have your
mediocre.
own little quirks and stuff,
Sure.
but it wouldn't be that difficult to get it all together.
I think it'd be mediocre at worst. It wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
So.
It would still be better and more powerful than the Switch.
I would love the Atari 64, the Atari Cube,
I'm just,
the Atari Revolution.
through talking all this, it hurts me to know of all the Pitfall games we didn't get.
Oh god.
Pitfall Harry would be a relevant person.
No. He would be
We
the
have-
Mario of the new
We
age.
would have Pitfall Harry amiibos.
Ah. That's not what we
That
need.
is what we need. That's
No.
what I need in my life.
No.
Pitfall Harry.
Was the last one on the GameCube?
Yeah.
Also made by Atari?
Yeah.
What was that one?
Well, not made by Atari, made by Activision.
Okay, but they were involved in it at all?
I mean, not really. But it came out on Atari. Whatever, it's a whole thing.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Yeah, I have no... I did come up with this topic, but I have no, educated opinion for it. Let's say they did say yes to Nintendo, it's that is completely rewriting my entire gaming life.
Yeah.
Because I was only
it would
born
be
in
really
98.
different.
So it's just weird. I feel like realistically, if they did make a console after the Jaguar that was at a PS2 GameCube level, it would still fail. I think they would still do something wrong. It would do very poorly. And they're not new age material, right?
They are not.
So, which is a bummer. Because the 2600 was always cool when it was a thing.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. It was alright.
Well, compared to what else was around at the time.
Even still. That's
Whatever.
a lot of messages over there by James.
Yeah, he's saying we would probably still have Sega in another form. As Sega was huge with the Master System in Europe when where the 2600 was beat out by PC. And actually, Nintendo would still make the systems and games they wanted to, sell licensing to Atari, not much else. In other words, we'd have an N64 be the Atari 64 in America, but just the N64 in Japan. Get schooled. #98. That could be true, because they were selling their licensing. They weren't selling their brand. Or, their rights.
Yeah, but you'd have to think Atari would have some heavy influence in what these things were called.
Yeah. Yeah, they might be called something different, but they would still be... I don't know, I think Nintendo would still be behind some of the development behind the consoles.
Maybe. It wouldn't be a lot. They wouldn't have a lot of influence. Because Atari was the show in North America. That was the only thing. Coleco, sure, was there, television was there, but Atari had the mass market. They were everything.
Right. They were the Nintendo.
Yeah.
Before Nintendo.
Yeah. I'm just so happy they didn't say yes to Nintendo.
That'd be so weird.
Man.
I wish that Sony PlayStation happened. Can they do that now?
No.
Can that just be a thing now, though?
Well, I hope so, because then my prediction's correct. PS5 will have Nintendo stuff on there.
Yeah, that'd be a cheaty way to win that bet. But still.
It'd be mint.
I'd be okay with losing if that's how it went down.
Okay.
Whatever. We'll move on. That's interesting.
All right. What's the next topic?
Well, you tell me.
We've got... Speaking of Sega, from Fat James over there. Sonic Mania is a game coming out that Sega is taking Sonic back to its roots. And it's a 2D platformer again.
Yeah.
If you want to call it a platformer, even it's kind of a speed-based level.
With like a 32, 16-bit art style.
A 16.
16, yeah.
So what other games could benefit from going back to their roots as opposed to being redefined in 3D and all this HD goodness and all that stuff?
So back to a retro-styled feel for the game.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily need to be something... I'd like to know what the chat would like to see, too. If anybody wants to say their opinion.
Interesting.
Any IP from any company that you want to see go back to its like original roots as like a retro game, what would you like to see? Man, I think... Man, oh, that's actually a hard question. Like there's like the... I think a Zelda would be cool. If you went back to a retro Zelda. Can you not do this? I'm not a fan of this.
Zelda would be cool.
I think Zelda would be sweet. If you made like a Zelda... I know you would love a Zelda 2 again.
I would love a Zelda 2.
I think if they made that now, that would be huge. If they made a 2D side-scrolling overworld with real text this time, like real story, Zelda game with those style graphics, I think that'd be huge. People would absolutely play that.
Yep. I would also love a Mega Man.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
That would be really cool. Castlevania.
Mega Man never really...
did not do well after Super Nintendo PS1 era.
No.
Had a real hard time.
No. Grand Theft Auto. That's got to go right back.
You want to go back to the top-down?
It's got to go right back to its top-down roots.
Yeah, no one would play that.
No.
I would love for them to come out with Grand Theft Auto 6, but the first hour of the game is this top-down, garbage-looking game.
The first hour?
And the amount of people that are going to be complaining and whining and returning the game would just be hilarious.
It'd be a lot. But Rockstar would never do that.
But man, would that be funny?
Just to piss off.
I'd be so down for that.
Just to piss off their fans. No, that's just not going to happen.
No, that'd be good, though.
Like a retro return? I had one in my mind a couple seconds ago. I'm sure you wouldn't mind a Metroid.
I don't know. Metroid, I don't really... I don't know. I love the 3D Metroid Prime games. Those were really, really good. I don't know if that has to go back.
You like it better as a 3D?
I'm just thinking, like, failed... Like, Zelda doesn't count on this, but, like, failed IPs that are kind of not really relevant anymore that were really popular. So, Sonic is a very obvious candidate. Castlevania, Mega Man.
Well, like I mentioned, I've been playing through the Pac-Man World game. One of them, anyway. I'd like to see, I feel like you can make a really cool Pac-Man game. This is a little off topic, because it wouldn't be... So, imagine, like... This is off the retro topic. This is a little off tangent. But if you know, like the movie The Maze Runner?
I watched that one, surprisingly.
Yeah. I feel like if you made a game like that with Pac-Man, that'd be kind of sweet. Like, it's a 3D game, right? And you have these huge walls, because I feel like a Pac-Man game's supposed to be based around mazes. This is an idea I had. And then it's like you have to find your way, run through the maze or whatever, and you have, like, ghosts, and it's actually, like, kind of scary. I think that'd be a cool concept for a game.
That's not really going back, though.
No, I told you, this is off tangent.
Okay.
Yeah, in terms of going back, I think, because I love Pac-Man as a character, I don't really know what you could make in terms of another Pac-Man game, like a retro Pac-Man game. He's sort of a weird character to try and work with, but yeah.
I'd also love to see these 2D side-scrolling fighter games that were super popular. Final Fight, Streets of Rage, which is one of my favorites, Battletoads, Double Dragon, Ninja Turtles, that sort of thing. That needs to be back. Even, I would love a Streets of Rage. I played the crap out of that game. They have not made anything Streets of Rage since the third one, which was on the Sega Genesis, which probably came out in like 94.
But all fighting games are kind of the same. Like even when you compare the 2D ones to the 3D ones, like there's differences, sure. But when it boils down to it, it's someone's on the left, someone's on the right, and you're mashing buttons to hurt each other.
You're not mashing buttons. No, you're thinking Mortal Kombat Street Fighter.
Yeah, that is what I'm thinking of. You're right.
That's not at all what I'm saying.
I've never played Streets of Rage.
2D side-scrolling fighting games.
Oh, side-scroll. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, I'm not sure the last time I've seen something like
Mortal
that.
Kombat, Street Fighter, whatever. Yeah, that is very, very similar.
Yeah.
And whatever. But Streets of Rage, man, that needs to be a thing. Same with RPGs. Like, the next Final Fantasy should just be a Super Nintendo-esque
Oh, that'd be weird.
adventure.
Oh, that'd be weird.
Which, Bravely Default was kind of like that, so we sort of got it. But that wasn't on console either. So...
I don't even know that one.
No?
I don't even know that one.
Oh, it was real good.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good.
You always play more games than I think you have. I forget how many you actually have played in your lifetime.
Well, I played like 5 or 6.
Oh, like 7.
That's the only 3DS game I've actually played through.
It's a 3DS game?
Yeah.
Oh. Yikes.
I bought my 3DS just to play that game.
Yikes. Okay. I don't know, if Mario made, went back, like, you know, you got your Mario
kind
Maker.
of got that with Mario Maker.
You did get that with Mario Maker. And that was the best way they could have done it, too.
Yeah.
I still can't believe they did that. That's a... Nintendo's been on a roll lately.
They've made some good choices.
Like, I'm not really... I feel like... I still don't know why there hasn't been, like, a cool open-world Kirby game. It's kind of always stuck to its 2D.
What did you say?
I think an open-world Kirby game.
No, after that.
They're all... Well, they're 3D, right? But they're...
I heard stuck tits.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that's what I thought you
I
said.
said stuck to its.
Oh, stuck to... Okay.
Yeah, stuck to its,
Alright.
like, it's that 2D side-scrolling
what
format.
What kind of Kirby game are you playing, man?
No. Like, even on the N64, like, it's all in 3D, but it's still a side-scrolling adventure. So you can't really do much with Kirby. I don't really care about Kirby anyway. I don't know. If you had to pick one. If you had to pick one game.
One game?
Yeah, and then it's just, you get one that you really want to go back to its roots. Just for one, maybe a few games, they'll go back to the 3D thing. But just for a few, just for the fans. They go back.
I want to see a Streets of Rage anything.
That's the one.
I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's the worst game ever. You bring back Yuzo Koshiro, who came up with all the songs. Awesome composer. And you can have me and Brandon working on the game, and I would still buy the shit out of this game.
Even if you developed it?
Even if I developed it.
You coded that
I would
shit?
still... It would be so bad, but I would be in. I would buy it.
So if a legit, like, some big rep came
This
down
is
here...
the type of game, if this game, Streets of Rage 4, ever comes out, I will be giving this game a 10 out of 10,
No matter
even
what.
if it deserves a 2 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
I'm that guy. It'll be a 10 out of 10.
So you're telling me, if, like, the Streets of Rage guys came in here one day and they're like, Shane Wall, owner of Extra Life GameShop, we want you to develop the next Streets of Rage because we know you're such a big fan, you'd say yes.
Yeah.
They're like, we know you don't know anything about coding, but we know how big fan you are.
Yeah.
Will you learn for
I would outsource the shit out of this.
it? You figure it out. Wow.
I would be that head manager guy that doesn't do anything, but he just gets this guy to do it, and this guy to do it, and this guy to do it, and everybody to do it. And we would make it half decent, and I would say it's the best game of all time.
Well,
In all the interviews and like leading up to it, I'll be like, this game
is so good.
It's the best game.
You've never played such a good game.
We've got blast processing. Sega does what Nintendo don't. That Zelda thing you guys were playing is trash. Streets of Rage 4. Watch for it.
There you go. Anything else to go back to its roots? I don't know. I mean, I loved... This is a little after the 16-bit era. You got your Spyro. I kind of wish we had a proper Spyro game come back. Because he's Skylanders now. Not even. He was. And now he's completely dead.
Now he's just nothing.
He's dead at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always loved the original Spyro games on the PS1. So if we got something like that back, like a proper, polished Spyro game, 3D, collectathon type thing, that would be sweet. I think that's what I would pick. I could revive something.
Sure.
Yeah. Or Zelda. Zelda would be cool. Just for like a one-off thing, and then you can go back to your Breath of the Wild.
Everybody wants that Zelda Maker stuff.
I don't know why people want that.
I don't know either. It'd be so hard.
It'd be hard, and it wouldn't be as fun as Mario Maker.
No.
The fun to Mario Maker is how simple it is. It's like a Happy Wheels type thing.
Fairy Fencer.
Thought we were done talking with Fairy Fencer. Fantasy Star.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh.
Not 4, though. Or 3. 2? Which one did we play? 2.
I don't know.
2. That one was... Yeah, that one.
A proper Spyro sounds so good. I miss Spyro. So do I. I love that little purple bitch. Can he just come back and be cute and awesome again? He was a sweet IP. I also wouldn't mind another Jack and Daxter game.
That'll never happen.
I know. Damn you.
Naughty Dog is way too good for that.
Apparently.
Yeah, that won't happen.
I just wish, though. All right, so our last topic. What's up?
I forgot about this one.
Okay. Explain it to me.
No, I forgot about this one.
Like you still forget about it?
Yeah, I remember talking about it, and then I remember you had to remind me, and then which one is it again?
This is the second time you forgot.
No, I had two ideas, and the last one I said we went with, and that's the one I totally forgot about.
I was remembering it at first, and now it's slipping out of my mind.
No, you don't even remember.
I did remember it before you started second guessing me on it. It was because then you said it was games mechanics we didn't like, and then I said no, it's
that.
It's that.
Yeah, what is that one?
It's that. If a
if a what?
my wee. Actually, while I think about it, you can tell them about your kid.
Yeah.
And his stupid sound.
So my 8-month-old boy just started doing this thing where he makes this noise about 18,000 times a day, and it just doesn't stop. You're giving him food, and in between bites of you giving it to him, you'll ask him, "Hey, how's it going, buddy? You having fun?" And I don't know. It's so funny, but he does that a lot.
I can't remember. I feel like it started with what games we'd like.
Oh yeah, games we would like to series franchise we'd like to play. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's
That's
thank you.
the one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've done this. We've talked about this a lot. I don't know if we've ever done it on the podcast. Even if we have, this is an endless topic. Franchises we've heard of or we know of that we've wanted to play in the past or give a shot, and we just haven't got around to yet for whatever reason. I think one we both have talked about is Mass Effect.
Did Fat James call that?
What?
That's bizarre.
Games you haven't played? Wow, he might have called that.
That's crazy.
Damn.
It's impressive.
Yeah, if you said that before we thought of it, then I'm impressed. Yeah, so one we both have talked about is Mass Effect. As a series you want to play
Yeah,
through.
absolutely.
I like how each game, like, you have to play through the first one to understand the second one. You play the
Yep.
second one. I like that. That's always cool to me. So, and the games look genuinely fun, too.
Apparently it's in the title. It's in the title.
Oh, that's what I named the freaking stream, man! You know, I explicitly did that because I knew we'd forget.
And we did.
And then I forgot I made it the title.
You twats.
Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, alright.
I'm out. No, that's it for me. I quit. Shane, you're taking over.
Yeah, I want to play the Zelda Mario Sonic.
First strike Shane cast.
Wow. Man, he is so on the ball lately with this stuff. I'm surprised our mic is even working properly and there's not background noise or background music and all that stuff. But yeah, what games? You've been talking about Fairy Fencer a lot.
I have not once brought up Fairy Fencer.
Oh, okay.
So there's a few that, like, I think about playing because I heard that are good and I just haven't got around to. One being Mass Effect. You got your Metal Gear that I've never played. I think that'd be a fun one to try at least.
That's a tough one to approach.
Well,
I don't think you would enjoy yourself if you tried to play that.
See, but here's like there's a whole list of ones that I think would be tough to approach, but I want to like them. You got your Mass Effect is actually one of them. You got Metal Gear. I feel like Splinter Cell is a game I want to try, but I just wouldn't like that much. But I want to like it. God of War is one. The Prince of Persia games is another one. I had a few more. What do you have? What would you want to play?
I've wanted to touch Final Fantasy Tactics for a while.
Yes.
That's definitely up there. I'm just not a strategy RPG guy, and that's my biggest problem. So, Fire Emblem, StarCraft, Civilization, that sort of stuff, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you say you want to play those? I was like, you hate all that shit.
Final Fantasy Tactics, I've played Final Fantasy, and I would like to play those at some point. Mass Effect is a big one for me. I'd like to play that. Yeah, Zelda was always my go-to franchise for this.
And now you've played...
But now I've played a few. I've played 4 games full.
Yeah.
And half of Link to the Past and a quarter of Ocarina of Time. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, about a quarter.
Yeah. So that was always my go-to thing, but now that's kind of done.
I'd like to play, what did James say? James brought up Xenoblade. I'd love to play through Xenoblade. I like how that game looks a lot, except it's on the Wii.
They ported it to your new 3DS.
I think I would rather play it on the Wii.
I would way rather play that on the 3DS.
It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why I like the Switch so much, because I can use it as a home console. And 3DS you can't, and that's what bothers me.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of game I'd want to play on my TV, not on a little screen in my, like, whatever.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's just how I feel about it.
The Tales franchise, you've had Adam streaming that in here.
Yeah!
That looks interesting. That the next time I'm stuck for games and I don't know what to play, I might try that.
Well, you'll probably like it. It's your JRPG.
Yeah, it's an action RPG, which I'm not a fan of.
I always think that it's just that you don't like the action RPGs, and Adam doesn't like the turn-based RPGs.
Yeah.
I find that interesting.
It is.
Because I'm also a turn-based guy.
Also, it is getting balls hot in here.
I'm alright. I did walk out of this room, though, and it is substantially colder out there.
Yeah.
Um,
Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls. I need to play The Last of Us, obviously.
Yeah, you do.
That's just one of those, I just gotta
Same
play
with
it.
Uncharted, so you need to play that.
Yeah, the Uncharted games. What is it? The, Fallout games I need to play. I'd like to play those. Those are often regarded as good. Pretty much anything that came on the 360 or PS3 I haven't touched. So, other than Fable. I love my Fable. And I guess I've never finished a Metroid game ever. So, even Metroid Prime. I'd like to play Metroid.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd like to play Metroid.
Metroid is very good.
I always hear that, and it's like, I look at it, it doesn't look that interesting.
There's a lot of Castlevania games I have to go back and play as well.
Castlevania is one of those weird ones.
Love the music and the whole art style, all of that. I'm really excited for the Kickstarted creator of Castlevania had his own Kickstarter. And I would attempt to pronounce his name, but Fat James is probably going to get mad at me.
To make a new Castlevania, or what?
Yeah, he's making his own game. What's it called again?
Is it going to be like a spiritual successor to
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those deals.
But it
again.
looks really good compared to Mighty Number 9 that didn't look good.
Okay.
What's his name? Kogi Inarashi or something?
Cody.
Bloodstained. That's what it's called.
Bloodstained.
Yeah.
Man, what's with all these developers coming back to remake their old games?
Well, they're finally gone from their special companies like Capcom and Konami and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So now they can finally do their own thing, which is really cool.
Well, it is when they don't screw it up. Mighty Number 9. Right?
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Like, I've never been a Mega Man guy, so I'm just, but I am disappointed for the people who were looking forward to it. I don't know. What's something like I just really want to play? Because like I don't think anything I've mentioned so far is something I'm just like dying to play, but for some reason I haven't.
Has been Heroes.
Bite me. Other than The Last of Us. Hey, I'm pretty late. What is up, Mr. RW Studios? You are very late, but welcome to the stream, man. It might, yeah. No, I do feel that way about The Last of Us. Actually, that's one of those I just should have played it already.
It's really,
especially considering you and so many other people I know have regarded it as a 10 out of 10 game.
Yep.
You don't hear that often.
It is 10 out of 10.
And that's just weird to me. I'm going to butt in with, I have never been able to get into Mega Man. Well, they're really hard, right?
They're fun.
Apparently.
The best thing about them is they're perfect. If you died, you messed up.
It was one of those. Yeah.
It's not the game. It's you.
See, I feel like you can make that argument for any game. Not any game, but a lot of games.
No. Camera angles and...
Not new games, like older game, like your older retro.
A lot of older games, yeah.
That's usually, you can make that argument. Yeah, new stuff don't, no, there's always some bullshit that can be incorporated. And we got a lot of Mega Man fans in the chat. Dustin likes his Mega Man. I'd like to play through, this is something I've always wanted to do. Play through, maybe not 100%, but play till completion every Sonic game. And decide for myself which ones I actually think are as bad as everyone says.
I can tell you the bad ones right now.
Okay, but you haven't played through everyone.
I've played through most of them.
Well, I want to know for myself, because I've only ever made fun of the games based on other people's opinions. I've never played through them all myself. and gave my actual
Sonic
thoughts.
06? Oh, it's that bad.
I've heard that one from
It is.
everybody.
It is that bad.
I've heard that.
If we're counting Shadow the Hedgehog, that's also very bad.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
If we're counting Sonic Shuffle, also very
I don't
bad.
even know what that one is.
It's a Mario Party, but Sonic.
Ah, good.
So that was
Sonic
bad.
the Fighters.
Not that great.
What I know, there's one that I've heard is better than other people say it is, and you're gonna say it's shit. It's the one Sonic
Unleashed?
with the wolf Sonic.
Yeah, the Werehog.
Yeah, the Werehog. whatever it is.
Terrible.
Yeah, I heard that one's not as bad as everyone
Terrible.
says.
It is bad.
I need to play it myself.
And that's coming from a Sonic fan. It really is bad.
I gotta play it myself. And one of the best regarded Sonic games is Colors, and that's the one you haven't played.
Well, it's on DS and Wii, right?
Yeah, I know that's my problem with it, but it's regarded as one of the best. So I'm
You
just
gotta
saying.
play Sonic 1, 2, 3, Spinball, Adventure 1 and 2, and you can just stop right there. But Sonic 3D Blast is a lot of fun, actually.
I don't mind it. It's not my favorite.
No, it's not bad, though. It's not bad.
Yeah. I would not call it a bad game. Absolutely not. But the 2D side-scrolling Sonics are obviously the best.
Sonic R was a lot of fun. Weird music.
Really? You like
But it was a
Sonic
good
R?
game.
I thought people shat on that one
It's
a lot.
weird,
I remember people shitting on that one.
but I played the shit out of it.
The Sonic Advance games are actually good on the Game Boy. You know about those? I've heard those are good. They're not bad. They live up to like the originals. And they got good soundtracks.
Whoa! Is that true?
You can use GameCube and classic Wii controller with Sonic Color. No, you can't. You can use the GameCube controller?
Now I kind of want a Wii in here.
I own this game.
Do you really?
I own this game. And I've never tried that.
Go home and try this.
I'm immediately trying that when I get home.
If he's lying to you, we're banning him.
Robert, you're losing your moderator status if you're lying to me.
You better not be lying.
I swear to God.
That would be a big deal. Then I might play this thing.
That's a really big deal. I just don't believe it, though. Don't bullshit me, kid. You can indeed use the game. Don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me.
Who said you can't? Fat James?
No, Robert did. And James is also saying you can. I just don't believe that.
See, for me, I don't, like, with this whole Wii thing, it's been out of my head and just gone for so many years until I met this stupid kid and all his little bullshit buddies. Oh, the Wii was so much fun. The Wii, that's so retro, man.
I have never said that.
Stuff.
Never said that.
Pretty close.
What?
Pretty close.
I'm always shitting on this thing with you.
Yeah, whatever. You guys and your younger generation, the Wii, it's so good. It was my childhood. All that crap. I go to you for all my Wii information, and you say you can't use the GameCube controller on almost anything. And now these guys are saying I can. So maybe I'm shitting on this Wii way more than I need to. Oh, what, I hurt you with my words now?
Yeah, you did. Kai loved the Wii.
Well, so did you. You're friends with Kai. You
I've
love the Wii.
never liked the Wii.
Yeah, you have.
You're physically insulting me right now.
No, you have.
I
You
praise.
played. What have you played? You've played games on the Wii.
I have played games on the Wii.
Okay. You enjoyed it then.
That doesn't mean anything. You
Then why
played
did you
games
play
on the
it? Then why did you
Panasonic
play
3DO.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. Road Rash was awesome.
Oh my god.
Don't tell me it wasn't awesome.
I praise my GameCube all the time.
Now our studio's saying you can use a GameCube controller on a good amount of games.
You can play for it's like 10% of them. And you know that's true, Robert.
Okay, and we're sure that this garbage Super Paper Mario thing, all that stuff.
That one you can't play with the GameCube. I tried.
Oh,
Which makes no sense because that was originally developed as a GameCube game.
it was.
So why can I not use the GameCube?
Well, I don't
controller?
know, man. I'm gonna be listening to these Chad guys next time I got Wii questions.
I want you to know that Robert's a huge fan of the Wii. He loves the Wii, and that's why
Really?
he's trying to change your mind on it.
Oh, so he's lying about this.
He could
He's
be.
not even being legit about
He could be. I'm sure the controller thing might be true. But he loves the Wii, and anytime I'm in a stream shitting on the Wii, he's the one defending it. Every time. So just keep that in mind before you start railing on me.
Well, again, I'm taking your word for it. You and Kai talk about how much you love your...
Not once! Ever! Ever! Have I ever said that?
All you guys come in, it's all you talk about. Oh, man, I was playing some Sonic Colors, and it was so good.
We are real close to ending this
Playing some
podcast.
Smash Bros. Brawl, it was the best game ever. Cooking Mama, we were cooking omelets and shit, and it was awesome. That's what you guys do.
Stupid kids and their stupid Wii. I don't like the Wii. It's a stupid console.
See, I feel like you're on the fence with the Wii.
Me?
Me and Get Crow Gaming, we're so far away from the fence.
You hate it more than I do.
You can't even see what's going on.
I'll admit you hate it more than I do. See, I like Nintendo, so I want to like their stuff, which is why I
hate most of their stuff.
Which is why I like to defend the Wii, even though I don't like it. It's like a debate.
That's what I'm saying. You and Kai are on a team here.
I defend the Wii because...
Me and Get Crow over here.
I defend the Wii on the podcast because you're the one who's going to shit on it, which means I have to be on the other side of the debate.
Oh, is that how it goes?
That means I have to fight for it. That's how it goes. But this is such bullshit. I'm not lying, I don't defend the Wii, but I try to get people to avoid the motion controls and their arguments against it. I do have legit gripes against the system, especially the 480p.
Yeah, me and him need to debate on why the Wii is a big piece of crap.
It's just a shitty console, man.
It really is.
Other than that virtual console, it really is not worth your time.
No. But you love it.
Oh, yeah, it's my favorite. I love it. It's my favorite console.
I can't imagine even joking about that.
I love that Wii.
I couldn't do it.
I'm a big fan of the Wii. You were doing it earlier in the podcast. You were joking about how much you like the Wii. So you do know what it's like. Don't lie to me.
I feel bad inside.
You feel dirty. Anyway, we'll do we'll pick one. Okay, so it's one. What the hell was the topic? Series we want to play? What's one? If you're gonna pick one, what's the series you want to play that you haven't? And you're gonna play it like tomorrow. What do you pick?
To play tomorrow?
You're gonna play it tomorrow. You finish Persona. That's the next game you're playing. I'm gonna say The Last of Us because I'm just supposed to play it.
It's a good call.
Should have played it by now.
I'd probably go Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
You do Castlevania?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you'd pick that.
Also, this beard needs to come off.
You keep saying, but you don't ever do it. You never do it.
Done with this thing.
Ever.
This thing, man, just needs to go away forever.
I hate that. I hate what Robert just said, but it's true.
What did he say?
He said, Brandon loves it more than the GameCube. He doesn't need one because he has the Wii. And I don't own a GameCube because I have a Wii.
I'm surprised you haven't bought a GameCube for me, then.
I've been waiting for you to get an Indigo one in, which you do have now. I kind of want the box for it, which is my issue.
Oh.
Yeah. Nintendogs was... Oh my god. I don't care about Nintendogs. Logan loves that shit. I just don't care at all.
No.
The original DS, I have no respect for that thing at all. The Game Boy Advance, love that thing. The DS, just, I don't want to touch that shit. Personal stories. Let's go with some personal stories. Talk to me.
We can talk about... No, I've been hating on the Wii too much.
Another Wii hate
story?
Yeah,
it would have been another Wii hate things. No, that's a bad thing. I can talk about how when I was just a young old whippersnapper.
A young old whippersnapper.
Yeah.
Young or old, which is it?
Well, yeah, no.
Well, yeah or no, which
it's both.
Well, was it yes or no?
It was yeah, no.
Well, you can't do both. Is it old or young?
Kai
is it yes
does
or
both
no?
All the time.
But you're not Kai. You're not as special as he is.
No, I'm not. I remember the days, and most of you probably won't understand this. Get Crow will understand this. The rest of you probably won't. But this is back in the days where we were renting NES games. Okay, so you go up to the big rack of games, and all you have to see what you're going to be into or what looks like a good game is 3 small screenshots on the back of this poorly photocopied box. And you have to look, does this look like fun? You have no idea. So, being at the age I was, renting a game was a big deal. It cost money. I didn't have money very often. I had to convince my mom to rent me these games. And the hardest choice was, do we rent a game we know we love already?
Or try something
Or do we try something new?
Yeah.
So there was one specific time where I did not have Mario 2 in my collection yet. I had Mario 1 and 3. And I wanted Mario 2 because I rented it once and I had fun. Or do I rent this other game that just looked like a badass Nintendo game. It was called Shadow of the Ninja.
Ah.
And I didn't know which one to go with. That was the much cooler, I'm more mature. I'm a big boy now.
Yeah, I'm a big boy.
That's the game. Mario 2, you're still wearing your pull-ups for night and stuff like that. Shadow of the Ninja, you're going pee whenever you feel like going pee. That's the example.
Right.
So I made the choice to go with Shadow of the Ninja.
Okay, yeah. That'd be kid.
And gosh darn was that a good choice.
It was the right choice?
That game is incredible.
You made the right choice.
I have never owned this game in my life, but I would love to own it. Because after that point, that became the game to rent every single time.
Yeah?
I would rent the crap out of it. The first few times I rented it, couldn't even get past the first or second level. Because it was difficult. The other day I was playing it, and we made it to the last level in 10 minutes?
Yeah, that was what you were playing. Right.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, it's a short game.
It really is.
It's a short game.
Yeah. But the music is fantastic. It has some serious slowdown, which kind of sucks, but you get to use it in your advantage later on. And just a wicked, wicked game.
Yeah, it seemed
I love
interesting.
that game.
When you were playing it, it seemed interesting. So we're doing renting game stories, huh?
That was mine, yep.
Well, I don't know. I was after the Super Nintendo. But when the N64 was around, we did rent a lot of those. When Microplay was around and Video Max.
The Rextro 64s.
Yeah, Rextro 64s. Big fan of that Rextro. Which is arguably harder to tell if you're going to like the game. Arguably. Because I remember when we'd ever go into Microplay, whatever it was, to rent the game, you didn't even get the box. It was just the cart. Right?
Okay.
It was literally, you just had that front label. You couldn't even flip it on the back and see like a description. It's just that front label. And that's what you're working with. So, man, I do remember we had just got our N64. We owned Mario 64, Paper Mario, and I think Donkey Kong 64 for it. And that was
So why are you renting games then?
those were the three we had.
Why are you renting games?
We got some
probably
others.
300 hours out of those three.
We did. We played these a lot. We never beat literally any of them except for Paper Mario. We beat. Well, my brothers had. I never beat it until later, but yeah, we put a lot of time in those games, and eventually renting games became a thing that our mom told us about. So we went to Microplay, and we were looking through this huge selection. This was my first time renting games. Okay, and I got to pick one. My brother got to pick one, and we could have them for I think it was 3 days. I think after much looking, because this was so new to us, he ended up picking a little game called NFL Blitz.
Nice.
That was what he picked.
That's a good choice.
Which we both put a lot of time into. And then I picked a game called Excite Bike 64. Because I wanted something. Because my brother picked this football game. Like, sports. I gotta pick some sports.
You have to.
And manly. So I was like, yeah, Excite Bike. I love dirt bikes. Right? Big fan of those dirt bikes. So yeah, I got that one. And we both put a lot of time into both those games. A little more into NFL Blitz. He liked football, and I liked my brother, so that's why I ended up liking the game.
It's a fun game, though.
It is. It was a solid. I wish football games were still made that way.
Yep.
And then we played a lot of Excite Bike 60, and I ended up liking it more than I thought I would. Like eventually, we ended up buying it at some point, having a copy for ourselves. But that was like the first. Yeah, that was the first racing game I ever really got into. Like, before Mario Kart, I was playing Excite Bike 64. Because I didn't really know Mario Kart was a thing, actually, yet. Which is weird. So yeah, I was playing a lot of that. And it was a lot of fun at the time. I tried playing it a few weeks ago. Actually, a few months ago. Just to, go back to check. Oh, that's hard to play now. Oh.
I bet. I rented that game once, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I never played it again.
Yeah. We played it quite a bit. There's only a certain amount of tracks. There was the soccer mode, which is... This is coming from the guy who was constantly shitting on Rocket League.
Constantly.
And this is why I shit on it, because of how much time me and my brother put into the soccer mode in Excite Bike 64. We would rent that game, and we'd do 10 minutes of actual races, and then we just played that.
Nice.
For hours. And there was also you're building your own track thing, which was mind-blowing to me. You could make your own track. That was cool as shit. But yeah, that soccer mode, man, that was what really made me rent that game over and over again. Because then after that, I rented it a few more times before we actually got a copy for ourselves at some point for one of our birthdays. And NFL Blitz, which we also ended up getting a copy of. So that was really cool.
Yeah, for every birthday, I had a group of 3 or 4 guys. we would always rent the same games for every one of our birthdays. It was NFL Blitz, Mario Tennis, and a Mario Party game.
All right.
Every single time.
For your birthdays?
Yep, every single time.
It's a solid few games to get.
Yep.
Especially Mario Party. And NFL Blitz, man.
I don't know what it is about that game.
I
do
don't
not
know.
care at all about football.
Yeah.
But you play that game, and that is legit fun.
It's just weirdly good. It's weirdly good. Here you go, James. Okay, I can't post links, so look up the Wikipedia article. Wii games with... You guys are still talking about this controller thing? Great. Mario Tennis was my main renting game. Oh, wait, that's interesting, Brandon. My main renting game was... I guess it was Excite Bike. Unless we'd go to like a hotel where we didn't have our console with us, we would always get Smash Bros. And that was when you could rent N64 games at your hotel. That was awesome.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
I remember renting Super Nintendo games at my hotel.
So, yeah, that was always, again, this before my time.
Yeah.
But man, that was cool.
Yeah.
They bring the cartridge and it was sweet. That was awesome. How about on the next episode, Shane gets a full hair makeover? Well, do you want to be on the podcast and do that for him?
She was talking about that before.
Because we would absolutely let you do that.
It doesn't look like a lot of people are interested in that, so I guess not.
No, I think that'd be
No.
we get a show of hands who wants Shane to get a live
I don't-
makeover?
I don't see any hands.
Well, you're the star of the show, right?
I am.
You're the star of the show. So we want to...
And people just love this.
No, they want to see you get a makeover. By the way, they want to meet your wife.
Yeah, they probably would.
They want to see how you ended up with her. Because I'm still so confused. I don't understand. God likes you. He favors you. It's like Mario Party. It's the same thing. Kim.
Not right away Mario Party.
Kim wants to see it happen. And Kim's opinion is really the only one that really matters.
Yeah.
So there we go. Anyway, that has been all of our topics for the day. So, Boomstick. We want to meet Darlene. She seems cool. She's very cool. If you want a bad makeover, I'm down. We could get Zero to do it.
I would not trust him to do it. I would rather do it myself.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to mention this. There's this new business across the street, right over there.
Do I know where you're going with this?
I don't even know. Okay?
Okay.
So this business shows up out of nowhere. One day, me and the board shop guy were sitting at his desk, and we look outside, and we see this place. Like, what the heck is this place? It says Foxy Babes.
Oh yeah.
Foxy Babes.
Yes, the new hairdresser. Yes.
So we live in a very conservative town. So this is the perfect name for a strip club.
Yep.
Or a something along those lines.
Yeah.
Foxy Babes. No, it's a legit hair salon.
Yep.
And I just can't even imagine. I go to get my hair cut here for $20, $40, and then Darlene, who's been watching here, goes on our statement thing, and $40 from Foxy Babes. What were you doing that day? Like stuff like that, you know?
Wait, that happened? Or
No,
is this
no.
hypothetical?
I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, that's going to happen to a lot of guys when they walk into Sheriff Facts. Oh, no, it'll take 14 hours till your next haircut, which is right across the street. And then they just go over to Foxy Babes, and then they say, yeah, we can get you in immediately, but your wife is going to be mad at you.
Because you went to Foxy Babes.
You went to Foxy Babes to get a haircut. And yeah, so it's literally right over there. I think today was their grand opening, actually.
Oh.
And that is such a bad name.
Yeah.
For anything.
I'd like to see how long
unless you're a strip club.
Like a
maybe don't call yourselves Foxy Babes.
Yeah, I really wonder who came up with that name.
Like, even if, like, I don't care how professional this salon is. If a friend of mine or something like that is like, oh yeah, I got a job. Oh, where's your job? Oh, at Foxy Babes. Excuse me? Like, where did you get hired?
Is this Hooters?
And what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a terrible name.
That was a weird decision on their part. Yeah, I heard you guys joking about it earlier. I didn't really realize what you were talking about.
Yeah, it's a legit thing.
Yeah, no,
I'll show you later on.
I didn't know that's what it was called, but I saw like the opening sign.
It's just a terrible, terrible name.
Were you guys talking about $40 tattoos? Were they doing that there?
They had some kind of tattoo thing.
Oh, that's Fox. Well, we're taking an extra life field trip to Foxy Babes next week on the podcast. Gonna get our hair did. Feel free to come. Anybody who wants to. We're going on a class field trip. That's a bad name. I would hope they give you a sticker that says, I'm a certified Foxy Babe. Certified.
Yeah, it'd be alright.
Right? There should be a hair salon called Grilled Cheese and Hair over in my town. There used to be.
What?
Grilled cheese and hair.
That is disgusting.
That is almost as bad. Make Zach do Shane's makeover? That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, except he's kind of banned from this area.
Yeah, Zach got banned from the shop.
And if he's banned, it wasn't my choice, but he had a little thing with the board shop guys. If he's banned there, then he's kind of banned here. So
Yeah, it's how the split business thing works. The split location, anyway.
So yeah, he won't be around anymore.
So yeah, there you go. Some fun extra life drama for the day.
Business drama. I didn't really have much to do with it.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm most thrown off is business is called the business. It's weird.
Yeah.
But that has been episode 32 of First Strike. R.I.P. Zach. Thank you for coming out, everybody. It has been fun. We appreciate all your input. There's 10 people watching. Look at that. Boom. We hit double digits.
I need t-shirt designs.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you
Please.
have any t-shirt designs you want to submit to Shane,
Just send them my way. Just give me a fax.
just shoot a carrier pigeon over here. On the Facebook or the Twitter, if you have anything, shoot a design. We'll get back to you on it if we want to use it, and we'll even give you a shout out if you've made anything anyway.
If you have a good design and we roll with it, I will send you a free shirt.
You will. With your design on it. I'll support that field trip. There we go. Darlene's down. Darlene's down.
She wants me to go to Foxy Bays for a haircut?
Together. We're all going.
Oh.
She's going to come. Me, you, Darlene, the kids. Dylan will come. Dylan's going to come. We're all going to go down to Foxy Babes and get some haircuts.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Ripperoni, pepperoni. Thank you everyone for hanging out. This has been episode 32 of First Strike. We'll be live again next week. Back to Tuesdays. Again, just because of my
Wait, they're going to have to wait 8 days for the next
It'll be 8 days.
Oh, man, I feel bad for them.
This might be a little bit shorter next time.
It might.
Around. It might be.
This is just ridiculous.
Shane sounds like he's finally getting serious about cutting it.
I really am.
I still like the one Brandon's wearing.
Well, we still have those, so come buy them.
Oh, this one. Yeah, we do still have First Strike shirts. Aren't you wearing one under that hoodie?
I am. I don't know why I put this hoodie on. That
I don't.
was a bad call.
I was. I thought about it earlier. And I was like, why did you put a
As
sweater?
soon as we got halfway through this thing.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for hanging out. We will see you guys next week. Have a lovely night. We look forward to your designs. Have a good night, everybody. And we'll see you next week. I've repeated that like... You're a dick.